And you can bet your butt that I did just triple check the guide that I was using to make sure that there was no loot left behind. So we're good. I got the boots, which apparently these boots are great for Argenta, which would make sense that it was Argenta's quest. Did I actually get the boots? Boots are where? Here? Is it these? No. Yes! Where is movement points? I mean, we could give them to Argenta. I could also give them to Capella. Cause sometimes... Oh, wait, no. It's this one that's great for... I could give them moment, like... +3 movement. Wait, what are you wearing right now? Oh, never mind. That's perfect for you. You know what? You don't have boots. Take those. You, though. Here. This. Where it raises momentum. Yeah. Okay. That's great for her. Love that for me. Let's get them all here. And then it is time to go back to the sheep.
Victory awaits.
Girl, you just had the mother of all victories. Can I wish you could go straight to the ship from here. Alpha Doc, wait, what is oh, is that Opticon that I haven't talked to? Is it this? Servo Skull. Register invitation to inviting her to meet about something called Contract Logistar Theta. Yeah, Opticon 2-2. I enjoyed meeting him in the first run. Here, and go here. I wish we had Pascal, but that's fine. Like, I'm not coming all the way back just to get Pascal for this. Hello. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. Initiating identification procedure. This unit, identified as Logis Opticon-22, is a fully authorized representative, structural part, of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic skills, trade deals, donations. Initiating official greeting procedure for esteemed, high-value, visitor, glory, success to the House von Valencius. A Benharic aria begins to flow from the scratched box attached to the tech priest's chest, requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation, Logistar Theta. I received an invitation. Confirmed. I wish to discharge, reciprocally validate, the mutual contractual obligation, designated Logistar Theta. Under contractual obligation, in question 34.761 Terran years ago, the Explorer Cognizance Fleet received from representative authorized unit of the Von Valencius dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalion void tankers. Received it and then didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment, reciprocal offering from the Cognizance Fleet can be made to the Von Valencius assets at the current time, after which contractual obligation will be fulfilled. Archived to confirm your status regarding acceptance of payment, reciprocal offering. I confirm no payment is needed. Oh. Yeah, no payment is needed. Yeah, remember, noble, we schmooze. Schmoozing. Are you saying that my dynasty had an extensive business dealing with you? This statement is true. Cognizance Fleet concluded 1292 contractual obligations with the Von Valencius dynasty as represented, led, administered by the counterpart identified as Theodora Von Valencius. The most substantial was Pact 8-Yule, in accordance with which Archmagos Cubus Delphum, data usher of the sevenfold hallowed workshop of the sacred world of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiavagama to perform the duties of minister as its fabricator censor. The services of such a highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensed via the offering of, paid for with, a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiavagama facilities. That's true. In the last couple of decades, Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizance Fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiavagama. No payment needed. This is my gift. The request is accepted. The contractual obligation, Logistar Theta, is concluded. Cognizance Fleet thanks House Von Valencius for its cooperation. Status of the unit's request will be completed. Trade deal? Yeah, let's see. Okay, so we made it to level 5 with that. Yes. Yes. And then between that and Jai, we're doing well. So our reputation, you like holy gifts. And heretic trophies. Do I have any more heretic trophies? So many armor kits. They don't even, like, it's so funny. Mechanicus creations are only 200. And it's like, yeah, why would they need, like, they'd like those, but like at the same time, why would they need them? Heretic trophies and holy gifts. Those are the... Everybody, I feel like, likes heretic trophies. Like, nobody wants to, like, say it out loud, but... Okay, trade. We're doing so much better on this, by the way. Than we did, I think, the last time. So I'm going to take these. Those are mine now. Deflection gloves. Where to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon using ballistic... Oh. Yeah. Who am I going to give that? I don't know. I love that. Hits an enemy with a deadeye shot. It reduces the enemy's deflection. Yeah, that's for Tess for sure. Churgeon manual. No, what is this? How come I can't? Oh, that's just Tess just can't use it. Is that good for Argenta? I'm just gonna take it. What is this now? Grants the owner +6 to Medicae. Oh. Okay, cool. What is this now? Two-handed ranged exotique. Okay. These I just can't use, but nobody uses that. And inertia boots. If the wearer's melee attack is dodged. How come we can't? Oh, I don't have enough profit factor. That's fine. That was really good though. Any more heretic trophies just chilling? I don't want to get rid of all the holy gifts just yet. Like, I know we have more, but a certain other person needs them. We have so many armor kits though. Let's just do that too. Perfect. All right. Oh wait, what is that? Oh, that's Cabela's mask. Thank you very much. It was fantastic meeting you. Love doing business. So who am I gonna give those to now? I don't know. We'll deal with that. Listen, the inventory. It's there. Okay, it's just sitting in the inventory. Is it time to go to Dargonis? I think it's time to go to Dargonis. Should we go to Yanis first? No, because did we go to Yanis? Yanis has that awful fight where if you saw it the first time, you will know we made miracles happen with that fight. Okay. Tess was the 1 HP dream and managed to finish a fight. I don't know how. After like 2 or 3 tries. Granted, we're a lot better now than we were then, but it was a lot of work. I am not that person that wants to do that just yet. I'm not emotionally ready. So, Dargonis. First, we'll go see Argenta. I think that's the best idea that I have yet. Argenta.
Greetings.
Greetings! I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past that explains the strange words of the cultist.
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, rogue trader.
What's up?
If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the sacred Warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Of course. Yeah, I forgot that that you request this. Like, that's no problem. I don't mind taking Argenta on a little field trip to the Warrant. Argenta drops to her knees, her hands making the sign of the Aquila. Her eyes are locked on the sweeping signature of the Warrant. A seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper. Unless one knows whose hand left that mark and whose blood is on that paper. If thou seest a flaw in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fall of mine, burn me with flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest this plea of mine, bless me with wrath of fury and of righteousness. Argenta's voice is sonorous, as if made for singing hymns and prayers. But right now she cannot seem to catch her breath, so overwhelmed with emotion is she. For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to servants of thine, and ruin to foes of thine, a fate of terror and righteousness. Upon finishing, she closes her eyes and remains silent for a long time with her head raised high. Slowly, like the first licks of a flame in a campfire, a smile blossoms on her lips. When Argenta finally opens her eyes, they're alight with uncanny resolution. Rogue trader, we need to talk. Or rather, I need to tell you something. The truth. The truth about how I ended up on Theodora von Valencius' ship, and about the cultists we encountered on Footfall. I'm listening. Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I tell you my story and you'll see why. That, though, like, honestly, knowing what happens later on and, like, you know, the Argenta stuff from what she tells you later. You know what I mean? Like, if you know the ending of the game and what Argenta did, like, you know. The I couldn't trust you before is really telling because she couldn't. Because you're Theodora's heir. That's actually really well written. I'll start at the beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving in the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by Reverend Harmonious' mission, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. It was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will in a way. Argenta falters, searching for the words. It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salus Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest, a feral world away from the convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about his existence was a revelation. I'd never heard of such a planet. Oh no, yeah, we're gonna say please continue. The description of Salus Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from an ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Her voice grows reverent. Argenta, the living saint, she is my patroness. The order named me after her. She died a millennia ago when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes or her holy relic, the one star. For the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place for the saint's remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter. All others would meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where St. Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knows its actual whereabouts. And suddenly, I, myself named after the saint, come across this information. I realized at that moment that it was important, that I must journey to the planet and find the ship. And so I asked Reverend Harmonious to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet Salus Prime. Why did you keep your supposition from the Reverend? Surely he could have helped you with the search. I imagine Theodora was thrilled. Lady Theodora lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered world, and she took me with her. You mentioned the one star? Apologies, I got so carried away I forgot to explain. The one star is the relic kept by Saint Argenta. I belong to the order Protanus, and we attach particular significance to the holy relic. The one star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it is exactly. Argenta's hagiography at times calls it a banner or a set of armor or a blessed chainsword. One thing is certain, it was a beacon of righteousness, and it was lost with Argenta's death. I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was important revealed to me personally. Can't you see? I told Reverend Harmonious the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hand on her remains and the relic, it would have been a sign that I had truly been blessed with the saint's favor. Your actions had driven hubris, as it's understandable. Searching for your destiny, your place in the world, is a special matter, a personal one. You either succeed or you don't. Yeah, I like that one. Argenta looks at you somewhat surprised. I thought that I had been called, that finding the ship was my destiny, my place in the world. Perhaps there is something to that. So what happened next? Defeat. Argenta says bitterly. The ship's augurs failed to detect anything of note during orbital scan. I was expecting this, though. According to the legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by a pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know St. Argenta's hagiography by heart. I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscure clues, the descriptions of mountains and rivers from millennia-old tale, and I was certain I had found the way to the ship. And that's when we were attacked. The words we had heard in the heretic's shrine on footfall, something about ways, doors, please, addressed to some lord, to the edge of daybreak. Argenta shaking with disgust. They were the same words as spoken by those cultists who attacked us on Salus Prime. My whole unit perished. All those honest, brave people I had led to search for the relic. It was only by a miracle that I didn't perish along with them. I didn't connect the events at first. The cultists on footfall, the cultists on Salus Prime, the cultists attacking the ship, and Conrad's betrayal. What if all of these are linked in the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of the Von Valencia's servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my search? No need to blame yourself. If the heretics really had wormed their way into the Von Valencia's ranks by then, they would have found the planet even without you going. How did you manage to escape? That's why you didn't trust me before, correct? Yes, rogue trader. Argenta looks into the eye. I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as the servant of the arch-enemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of the cultists, and I was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, and so I studied you, looking for seeds of corruption or the light of righteousness. What did you find? A woman who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped eradicate the cultists on footfall. Argenta smiles as if reminiscing about a pleasant evening spent in the company of friends, rather than a bloody battle. Although my opinion of you started to change even before then, back when you agreed to talk to the orphans at my request, a leader who's willing to honor those who laid down their lives for them and take care of their children is a leader who inspires trust. And the way you acted in that moment, do you remember? There was a young man whose grief and confusion had driven him to insolence. You didn't turn a blind eye to his misdeed, but you chose the right words to show him a path to redemption. It was harsh but necessary. Like the Emperor's truth, like bitter medicine that helps the sick. I learned much about you in that moment, rogue trader. I want to believe that I wasn't mistaken by my judgment. Or you were mistaken by your original judgment. I'm just gonna say it, okay? Sometimes Argenta jumps the gun a little. We love her, and that's fine. But, like, Auntie would disagree with that last statement I made. So just to clarify, you were wounded, you never found St. Argenta's ship. Yes, I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again, and insisted on going back to Salus Prime to defend the relic from heretics. But I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route to the planet, and that plotting a new one would take a great deal of time and effort. As if there could be anything more important than protecting the faith and hunting down servants of the arch-enemy. In any event, the route was lost, and all knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship along with the old navigator. But now we have a new lead. The data we collected at the cultist shrine on footfall. I don't care what that reprobate we executed said. There must be a way to track them down. Tell me, rogue trader, will you help me on this undertaking? Will you help me find this great relic and return it to the people of the Imperium? Searching for an ancient ship and relics is an exciting... No, if it's important to you, like, remember, schmoozer, okay? Tess schmoozes. Yeah, if it's important to you, we'll help. Argenta walks up and places her hand on your shoulder. So be it, rogue trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will marked by his own hand, I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned and the heretics punished. May the light be with us both on this path. Done. So good are we. Okay, so that quest is done now. Now we wait for the ending in chapter 4. I don't think we see this again until chapter 4. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's okay. New ruler. Every vassal. Okay. Right. I don't have like colony stuff yet. Classified. Okay. Wait, what was that? One of the ship who? Wait, where is this? Critical task. Inspect the fuel lever. Where is this? Fuel lever? What? You want me to inspect what? Wait, where did you say this was? The void. I'm on the bridge. Where is the leap? Okay. What? Why don't I remember? Here. Girl, what are we doing? Okay, failure to operate. What? Nomos? Girl, what are we finding? Okay. Did I do it? Okay. So now go and meet with... Victus, do you need me? Coming! Good, Tess can run menial errands as the rogue trader. Personal log states that the Vox system is malfunctioning. Can you explain? Lord Captain, the Vox Master is caught off guard by your question. Takes her a moment to find her words. The Vox system is functioning as expected and no communication problems have been reported by any of the crew. Please allow me to check the system calibration setting in your presence to alleviate any concerns you may have about its performance. The Vox Master's thin fingers dart between hundreds of wires and cables on the control panel. Flipping switches, turning the dials, she issues commands and methodically checks the line's communications with the crew on every deck. At last, accompanied by the sound of static, the crackling of the Vox and the flickering of signaling lights, the dance of her hands concludes. All finished, Lord Captain. No issues detected. The system is working as expected. Thank you for your service, Lord Captain. Okay. The Forgotten Twin system is of particular interest. Is it? Is it? Why? Why? Is it a particular interest, the Forgotten Twin system? Okay. Cool. I love when that... Did I accidentally leave? Or did I hit the right thing? I can never tell if I'm hitting... I did. Okay. Weird. Okay. This. Okay, cool. So how do I get... this? I could go here. And then fix that. Oh, I could... Okay. Langren's belt down to here might be the best. Alright, so we quick save, and then, listen, remember. This time around, people gonna have to do shit themselves, okay? So this is why we went to Yanis first, because Yanis, I want to go to Dargonis first. I want to do things a little differently this time around, okay? Like, I just feel like we don't need to start with Yanis again. Wow, nobody really wants to talk to you, huh, Tess? So now this, let's make it yellow. Okay. Saving. Good. Last one. Anything? Oh, did I? Okay, there we go. We're moving. We got released from the Imitarium's grip. Good. Good. I didn't hit chart new course. Whoops! We'll do that when we move. Or when we come out. The coordinates from the ship log lead to an unremarkable star system. The Augur crew reports that the arrays cannot register anything worthy of the Lord Captain's attention. Was the log entry on just someone's idea of a joke? If someone decided to mock the rogue trader, they're playing a dangerous game. Is it though? Is this nothing? Like, I feel like, Tess, you should pay attention to the stuff. What is this? Several buildings, small settlement. Proctor Anthar requests permission to land with the squad. According to his intelligence, there may be a smuggler hideout in the vicinity. Illegal transport are of little interest to the Proctor, but the criminals have been caught in the attack on an Arbides convoy. Oh. Sure. Visit the outpost. Allocate a shuttle. Yeah, we'll visit the outpost. After a lengthy descent to the planet, you're rewarded with a dismal sight. The entire outpost consists of long columns of uniform bunkhouses, machine hangars, and a large headquarter topped with a massive antenna of an ancient Vox caster. The binary suns hang in the sky, making every object cast two shadows. A spectacle you find vaguely disturbing. The custodian and his people go out of their way to give you the esteemed guest's proper reception. Custodian shares alarming news. The outpost is highly dependent on various deliveries from core Winterscale worlds, but 2 ships have already failed to arrive on schedule. The locals do not have an astropath of their own, so the custodian cannot determine the cause of the delay or request aid. The outpost will soon run out at this rate, so the custodian sends an urgent request for provisions. He's begging you to help. Yeah. We can do that. We got a needle rifle. An exotic. Is this? Yeah, it's very nice looking. Very pretty. Okay, cool. Okay. So, I don't think I gotta let... Do I have to let Solomorn... Okay. I guess there is nothing for Solomorn to do right now. There, that was kind of funny. Okay. One more scan. What is this? No. I feel like we always have too much plasteel. So, journal. Personal cogitator. Is that what it is? And now we're going to my personal cogitator. I want to quickly jump out of this and do the the chart new routes. I didn't want to forget. Okay, because I know me. Oh, is that it? Just another way to get to the nameless star? I mean, that's fine. All right, we were left alone. Now, this is where we're headed, right? So, and now this. We're gonna go here. Okay. Can we chart new route? Yeah. Oh, good. Good. Let's, this is great. Like, I definitely want to make things like big important planets easier to get to, so that's good with me. What is, oh, that'll just focus me back. No, I didn't want that. Back to the bridge. All right. Personal cogitator, Tess. What does your cogitator have for you, honey? Please tell me it's something good. Like Nomos. Because they think we're crazy, Tess. Everybody thinks we're crazy. You literally just dragged them to the middle of nowhere. Okay? Like, we're gonna have to do something about it. The great mechanism has sensed your presence. Valencia's task succeed. What's that supposed to mean? Input prompt. Gnome Os. The machine spirit has recognized the one who stands before it. The previous string of sacred code signified a greeting as well as acknowledgement that you have successfully completed a certain task. Now the great mechanism stands ready to process your request. Sensed my presence how? The mechanism was molded in the forges of the Adeptus Mechanicus so that it might serve the rogue trader. It was in your presence that the machine spirit first manifested itself. A miracle of the Omnissiah and a testament to his glory. What task? The answer lies beyond the bounds of my knowledge. The tech priest looks back at the cogitator. My supposition is that it might have something to do with your recent travels. Prompt. Await request. That's it. Okay. So now what do I got? No, okay. So it's the strange entries. No. Okay, because we'd already done that. So that's my personal cogitator, right? Yeah. Oh, did I finish it? Hold on. I don't want chapter 1 or chapter 2. No. The guide. What was it called again? Other quest. Classified information. This. Critical tasks. Okay. So we finished. What in the weird... No, you know what? I know who it was. And while this seems weird, it's actually probably quite normal and sweet and endearing. But still head-scratching. Still very head-scratching. Okay, but... I think it's time to go to Dargonis, because isn't a certain... someone waiting for me? He's waiting for me there, right? I hope. Please tell me he's waiting there for me. He's not going to be. Is this when he sits on my throne? I love that scene, okay? 10 out of 10.